It's another beautiful day in Bosnia. Today we leave Mostar behind and head north towards Livno. So good morning. We are en route to a place called Livno in Bosnia. It's very, very rocky and kind of mountainous around here. The speed limit, it keeps changing as well, which is quite frustrating. It goes from 70 to 60 to 50 and it's kind of difficult to keep track. And also here there are some speed cameras as well to keep you on your toes. They're painted grey, so it's really difficult to see them. So I don't dare go above the speed limit in case I get whacked with a camera. What's funny here is most people don't seem to pay attention to the speed limit, and some of the cameras have been spray painted as well on the screen so they don't actually work, which I'm all for to be honest. So I'm going to focus my driving and we're going to hopefully find somewhere nice to eat en route and get some tasty local food. So I'll see you guys in a bit. As we got deeper into the countryside, food was harder to find than we first thought. Look how beautiful all this is. It's absolutely stunning. But on our quest for trying to find authentic local food to have somewhere for lunch, we ended up down a side road. Google took us on a wild goose chase, and it doesn't look like it's anything that we can actually get into. It must be so local that only the locals know how to get to it, so we've had to scrap it. I don't know if we're going to have time for lunch now, so we'll have to get something later. We travelled towards the mountains. This vast landscape is home to an abundance of wild horses. We joined a group called Livno Horse Tours and hopped into a jeep to explore this part of Bosnia that the horses call home. This is one of the few places in the world where so many wild horses roam free. We set off on foot to get a closer look at these beautiful animals. So we're in the mountains in Livno. Such a unique experience to be here. And it's so deadly quiet here. You can't hear anything other than my voice right now and the few other people that are here in this group with us. We're with Livno Horse Tours and it's really cool. We can go right up to the horses. We can't approach them from behind in case they kick you. They wouldn't intentionally do that because they're very friendly, these horses, but they just wouldn't notice you necessarily. But if they come to you, it's all good. I was lucky enough to have this encounter with a gorgeous black horse. Originally, horses were used for farming in Bosnia, but due to advances in technology, they were no longer needed. And rather than slaughtering the horses, the people decided to let them go, around 100 of them, thinking that they would probably end up dying in the mountains. But to everyone's surprise, they flourished, and now there are over 1,000 wild horses in Livno and around the Kruzi mountain. And what's this whole area called, this sort of mountainside?
Kruzi.
Kruzi?
Yes.
What does that translate to?
Circles.
Circles? Oh wow.
Kruzi is short of Krug planina, which means a circle of mountains.
So a good few years ago, horses were released into the wild. They didn't have any use for them with their farming anymore, and they just thought to just let them go free. They didn't expect them to multiply to the extent that they have. There are now around 1,000 of these wild horses here in the mountains. It's absolutely amazing, and they love this area. They thrive here. They've got so much grass around here that they can graze on, and the air is super fresh. Tell you something, guys, this is a very, very magical experience here in Bosnia, to actually be around this many wild horses. It's so peaceful here, like meditate and relax here. You can hear the little bells of the cows as well in the distance. So if you're feeling stressed or work's getting you down, let's just take a few minutes and get back to nature, the way things were meant to be before all the chaos.
Just take in the nature and enjoy the peace of the horses.
Apparently unfortunately, there are predators around here, including wolves, bears, and even lynxes. But the lynxes are quite rare, and so are the bears. But they do have them here. Catch you guys in a bit once we've explored some more of the mountain and these gorgeous horses. After spending some time with these gorgeous horses, we travelled a short distance where we could get a view of the valley and all of the surrounding mountains.
And now we are here. Cruisy circle of mountains. There's Cinsar here, there's Golia there, there's Kamešnica and Dinara there, there's Tušnica behind us. So everywhere around is the mountains. We believe that the field was actually a lake 50-60 million years ago.
Oh wow.
Around the city of Glamoč, the field is good for the potatoes.
Okay.
And Glamoč is like kind of, let's say, famous for their potatoes. They are like quite big and meaty. We buy their potatoes to plant them here. And there's even a joke, like the guy went to Glamoč to a market to buy potatoes, and he was like, "Oh, give me 1 kilogram of potatoes." And the guy selling them was like, "Here you go." And he gave him just one potato. That's how big they are.
There have been people living in Livno for over 2,000 years, but this area has often been caught up in war, the most recent being the Bosnian War in the early 90s.
Livno, this place right here, was defended by Croatian army together with the Bosniaks from the city of Livno. So the Bosniaks and Croats defended this place together. On the other side, from the villages of Glamoč cities, Serbian army attacked. They were coming from the northeast and they wanted to expand their territory to have an exit on the sea. They wanted to conquer Split, they wanted to conquer Dalmatia. They were stopped obviously here, and the whole line was actually 82 kilometers long.
Wow.
It went all the way from Kupres behind the Cinsar and therefore the mines on that side. This line here that we see through the mountain of Golia and through the Livno's field. Livno's field was the most active place of the battle because the Serbs were on the same level as defending side. You know, they are both on the same altitude, so it was easiest for them to attack through there. This line right here was actually not very active, only for a couple of months, and that's all. Serbs just gave up because it's much easier to defend from here than to attack from down there.
That cross up there marks where 2 soldiers lost their lives, here defending this area of Bosnia against the Serb army. That's the other side of the mountain. That's the highest in this part of Bosnia. Now, the reason you can't climb this side is because of the landmines. There are still landmines here from the Bosnian War, and this area is marked off with red and white poles so that if you cross beyond that point, you could get hit by landmines, because all of the forest area is covered in landmines. The flat area that you see there has no mines on it, but all of the dense forestry has mines on it, and the horses won't go past this point because there are wolves all in this forest. It's full of wolves. So somehow the wolves don't activate the mines, either because the mines are inactive or because they have more sense and they know where to tread. It's quite scary to think how many mines might be lurking there. There was a tale of a guy who was a hunter, and he was one of the people that had put down the mines, and they said, "Don't go down there are mines down there," and he said, no, I'm going to go there anyway, I know where they are, so I'm going to go down there anyway. And he went down there and unfortunately lost his life, got blown up in a mine when he was hunting. So they are down there. So that's why you can't climb the mountain from this side. It's because of all the landmines, the potential landmines that are in the forest. There are quite a few landmines in Bosnia. It's about 1.6% or something still has landmines in it, and it costs so much to get rid of the landmines. Now in Bosnia they know where they all are, so it's not like you could go wandering and you'll stumble upon a landmine. It's not like that. But there are areas that have been sectioned off to protect people from getting hit with landmines. So definitely kind of crazy to think how many landmines there might be that still have not been detonated and destroyed. We left the horses behind, grazing on the mountainside, thankfully with peace now in Bosnia. 40 minutes drive from Livno is Kovači, the main cemetery for those who died during the Bosnian War, which was sadly over 11,000. So we're here in Livno, and The sun is going down now. It's so quiet here. On a Sunday, everything is closed. There are some pubs open, but mostly everything's shut. So we're trying to find our apartment. I don't know where it is. I think it's here. Success, we found it and luckily bumped into the person who could check us in. Oh, this is brilliant. Thank you so much. I don't know anywhere we could eat.
Restaurant in the city. It's 100 meters.
That there?
Bahnhof.
Oh, okay.
Oh, very cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, guys, that was handy. As we were looking for our place to stay, we bumped into the guy that's running it. So here's the apartment. This cost around £40 for the night. Got a nice big area. Sofa there. Looks like a dehumidifier or something.
Massage chair.
A massage chair for your leisure, madame. There's our bathroom and shower. So we're only here for one night, so I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna eat. All we've had today is a banana and a biscuit. So we'll catch you guys later. This is Livno. This is the main sort of centre, but it's a Sunday, so a lot of stuff is closed. Reminds me a bit of Ireland in a way, the smells. We are so hungry, but as you can see, there's a lot of things that are closed. It's either closed all day on a Sunday, or it's closed around 2 p.m. if you're lucky. We met an Australian girl on our travels, and we were all just trying to get some bread, and we couldn't manage it. We just found nothing. It was crazy. So Lou, if you're watching this ever, hello. This doesn't look very promising either. As you can see, that's where that would normally be open. But anyway, be interesting. I think we definitely stand out here in Bosnia. Probably look like two nutcases wandering around the place. We were recommended this little stretch that's got some places where you can eat and stuff, but whether that's going to be the case on a Sunday, I have no idea. But let's hope so. So I think we're in luck, guys. It looks like a square where everything looks open. So fingers crossed. We made our way towards the main square where there was a nice selection of bars and places to eat. The kids are loving that. Yeah, it looks nice. Nice little square. And definitely looks like there's some nice places to drink and eat all right next to each other. We decided to visit this restaurant called Pivanica, which translates to beer house, and it was recommended to us and seems to have a really nice chilled vibe. This has lots of traditional foods available, which is really cool, and it's very homely and really nice in here. I love the atmosphere. I was looking at the homemade pies. It's a traditional way of serving the food, which is under a baking bell. It's really, really dramatic in the way it's presented, and it's huge. It's got meat pie, meat and potato pie, cheese pie, potato pie, and spinach pie all under the same bell. So it's quite intense, and that's a small one. This one you have to pre-order. It takes about 40 minutes for them to prepare it and make it. I didn't go for that one because there's a bit of a wait for that, but I'll try and get it on this trip at some point. So instead, I went for a chicken king tomislav, which is grilled chicken fillet, chili peppers, and French fries. I've got a bit of everything on the plate. That chicken is really good with the peppers. It's a nice flavour. It's simple, but it's nice. Now, this dish is quite nice, but it is quite simple in its flavour. It's not like super flavourful or anything, but it is tasty. I'm going to enjoy it. It's not like yesterday when I was like struggling to eat it. And Tig has gone for one of Grandma's specialities, which is baked potato halves, cottage cheese, traditional Balkan cream cheese, and bacon. So a lot of cheese going on in that dish.
So I'm going to try my grandma's speciality. And I go for the whole lot of the one go. Oh my god, it tastes amazing. The bacon is ultra crispy. The potatoes are cooked, so they're really crispy. The cottage cheese just tastes really good with both of them. Definitely a very meaty dish in its flavour, but it tastes amazing.
So I'm going to try one of Tig's crispy potatoes and bacon. It's like being in Ireland again. I love it. That's really nice. Price-wise, my meal comes to about €8, which is about 16 marks, and Tig's is around €7, which is about 13 marks. So yeah, it's really, really affordable here. It makes such a change because Croatia has gone crazy with the prices of everything. It's so expensive in Croatia, so definitely all about Bosnia and the local food and just enjoying the culture because everyone is so friendly here. So impressed with Bosnia so far. Anyway, I'm going to tuck into the bread. The beer in Bosnia is quite strong.
Why would
It's quite strong, the beer. Refreshing but strong, you know. I've only had like a small one and I'm already quite tipsy. So there you go. Welcome to Bosnia, huh? They get absolutely langers very quickly. Now it's funny, in a lot of these restaurants and places like that, they have ashtrays, so you can smoke in here. And I'm so not used to that being in the UK where they're like, oh no, you can't do anything, blah, blah, blah. So it's actually quite nice here. Like, I don't smoke, but I like people having their freedom to choose to smoke or not to smoke, do you know what I mean? I'm happy in the UK that they don't have smoking in pubs anymore. I think them removing the option to smoke in pub gardens is really taking the mick, to be honest, because I don't smoke, but a lot of my friends do. And so it's going to make it a lot more tricky for them to kind of meet up with us all and chill out and talk. You know, like have non-smoking sections in the garden if you want, but don't get me started on the smoking ban in the UK, seriously, because it's mad. I'm just rambling about smoking now, but anyway, enough said. This is a lovely place and I'm enjoying the nice chilled, homely vibes of it, so yeah. So it's dessert time. I've got a lava cake and Tig has some Kinder pancakes. Look at those. Wow. So they're the Kinder pancakes. And there's my lava cake. So I'm looking forward to trying that. Let's dig in here. Oh wow. Look at that in there. Get a bit of cream as well. Oh my god. That is so rich and chocolatey. And then the cream balances it all out. Inside is like a hot chocolate sauce. It's really, really tasty. This is like chocolate heaven. There's slightly nutty taste as well. So good, but very messy. Ooh.
I don't even know where to start. Let's go straight to the middle. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god.
Is it good?
It's like eating a Kinder Bueno, but creamier. Almost marshmallowy in its flavour. It's amazing.
I'm gonna get involved. Oh my god, Tig, portion control. What the hell? I can put that all in my mouth, she said. Can you give me a smaller bite? Let's give it a go. As Tig said, it's like a Kinder Bueno. There's like wafery bits in there as well. And cream, and it's amazing. But I do love this lava cake. Oh. That meal was so good. And it was such a nice atmosphere in there. The staff were super friendly and they take Visa as well, which is quite a thing because you don't often get that here. You can really smell winter in the air at the moment. But it feels really fresh here in Livno. So nice. And it's so cozy, this square, honestly, it's lovely. Kind of almost smells like wood fires burning in the distance. I'm going to walk through the water. You ready? Do what the kids do. Yeah, I really like this place. It's definitely very, very chilled. Like if you want to like have wild nights out or anything, it's not for you. But if you want a kind of quiet place where you can enjoy nature and have a nice meal and a drink, then it's your cup of tea. Right, let's cross over. Now, something our guide was telling us about today was that in Bosnia, gambling shops are crazy, like they're everywhere. So you'll always find places to gamble. They don't do horse racing here, but they do everything else, like gambling on football or the dogs, that kind of thing. And they have bingo. Oh, I've spotted a hotel. It's the first one I've seen. Oh my God, they're the mountains behind us, look. You probably can't see them, but just up in front of us, behind, towering above those houses, are massive mountains. Might see them in the morning before we leave. After being on the go all day, we were pretty exhausted and made our way back to our accommodation for the night. Like Croatia, Bosnia is very hilly. So up this hill and then we get to our hotel. So until the next adventure, guys, take care and we'll see you soon. Bye. Next time we leave Bosnia behind and make our way to the north of Croatia to Plitvice National Park. So until next time, take care and we'll see you soon.